I'm Nadira Tudor, and this is The Fall of Kabul, a soldier's story. Was it worth it? Jacob, let's start with the moment that Kabul fell, and if you could share with me where you were when you heard the news, what you were thinking, and what flashed through your mind.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing when you see it, the thing blasted on the news. But I mean, we were here, stationed over here, get to see it. It was difficult to watch because you know of everything in the background that's typically happening, not necessarily what's showing. So, and then also being there for a very short time, but there you understand the people and that are there and what they're going through as well. But yeah, very difficult situation to watch.
Why was it so difficult to watch?
I mean, just to see what was on the news and how it kind of unfolded the way it did. But I think, and you see all the different comments with people and how they describe it, and the frustration or the against it or for it. So it's difficult at first to give my opinion about it. I was happy that it was happening. It was a progression, but then also frustrated because all the time, all the effort to kind of help seemed like it was going to be going away. So yeah, a lot of emotions. Yeah.
A whole mix of emotions.
Yeah.
You say you were happy to see it happening.
Yeah, just the transition, I think, is like maybe the next step to try to, not necessarily normalize, but just try to get to where it needs to be. But then the reality was different on what actually seemed to happen. Because of course, if you're not there, you don't really know 100%, but you just see what's on the news.
You were watching the news from a different perspective though, weren't you? Because you had been there. Mm-hmm. So I'm imagining that you were, as you said a little bit, thinking about what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, just everything that it takes. There's just so much that a lot of, when it comes to the military side, or not even just the military, but logistically with something like this, there's a lot of work that goes on, all over the place. So a lot of people were frustrated about, we leave all this stuff over there, but you don't really know the details of why or what happened or the decision-making process. So we try not to get tied up in that and frustrated, just to know that it's all for a good reason. That's the hope, at least. Yeah.
Are you able to give some examples of what does happen behind the scenes? Because I'm just trying to picture situations that we're not seeing on the news or in the media.
I mean, just the logistics of when you make a decision like that, getting people out of the country. That if you say, okay, we're done as of this date, how do you transition out of the country with something like that? Especially when people agree and disagree with it, and there could be fighting in situations that are happening. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of things that go into the behind the scenes. Examples, I would just say, just an example would be the logistics of getting members out safely and transitioning to where we are no longer there.
And I'm just using a little bit of my own knowledge because I have worked with the military for a number of years, or have done in the past, and found the logistics side quite fascinating, actually. Mm-hmm. And I realised how totally unaware I was of the amount of work that went into that. So it's little things, isn't it? Like, what do I take? How do I get onto the transportation? What transportation do I get? The hours of queuing, waiting for that. Hours and hours and hours.
Hurry up and wait.
And then things changing like that.
Yeah.
Can you expand on what I'm trying to explain, what I'm trying to describe?
Yeah. It's hard to Yeah, I mean, it's like the hurry up and wait for, I mean, military side, you plan, you plan, you plan, you plan, you communicate all over the place, and then it's going to be completely different. So you have to have that resiliency that they teach us in or try to instill us in the military, to just be flexible, be resilient, try to have the best mindset.